Welcome to the marriage of Chris and Ange, who would like to thank you all for coming to celebrate the beginning of their new life together. Family and friends are with them today, and I am sure it means a great deal to them that you can be here to share in their happiness on this very special occasion.
As you may have worked out that obviously Lynn and I had Angela quite young. You know, before I could manage the 7 times table, I had to figure out what a bottle steriliser was and a baby grow. I don't want to dwell on it, but I think it would be missing me not to say it. Angela was really ill when she was young. And it was a really hard time for all of us. But she's always been a fighter, and she came out of that unscathed. And she carries on being a fighter to this day. Well, the second time I came across her being a fighter, when she said to me, "Fucking get over it, Tad." When I said to her, "You're not going out wearing that V-neck top showing your back." So I always knew I was going to have a bit of a battle with her.
A young couple of lads, both keen on their music and avoiding a class, had a stroke. We'd wangle our way out of every lesson to go see that Mr. Sayer bloke. The music block was a natural home for many an aspiring artist, and working towards a battle of the bands, 2 pianists and bass guitarists. We'd enter the battle in rival bands, and remember the results? I cannot. But since those days from '93, the rivalry mattered not a jot. In fact, I can't remember rivalry from any point in our paralleled past. All I can remember is a friend I've made and how those 26 years have gone fast.
Not many of you know this, but we actually dated in our teenage years. I was 19 and I was singing in the choir, the Mirabelle Singers, and Ange was, as the song goes, working as a waitress in a cocktail bar. Well, if you can call Joey Montana's a cocktail bar, that
is. Rude.
It was Karaoke Mondays that did the trick, and I wouldn't drink so I could drive the fiery bridesmaid home.
Fiery? How rude.
After a shift in my white Ford Fiesta. And she'd invite me back in for a hot chocolate. I just remember being in John Salbert's car and talking about you to Will and John. And I actually said there and then, I said, there is something about you that I just can't put my finger on, but I'm going to marry you one day.
She's strong, open-minded, driven, and she's everything that I'd want in a daughter. I don't want people to take the piss out of her. I thought she'd be a strong-minded bloke. And then when she met Chris, and she said, "Dad, I met this lad, he's really nice." He's dead nice. He's talented. He's a disc jockey, a DJ or whatever that was. And he said, disc jockey.
Moving through school, it soon became clear that Chris was well into disco. No, not in his flares or with a Saturday Night Fever, but with music, CDs, and a light show. This technical element of Chris' expertise was something I soon admired. And while listening to tracks of Before We Were Born, some copyright infringement transpired. A CD was copied, and that was me hooked, and our journey would start to converge. We'd talk all things tech and be proper geeks as Nokia began to emerge.
I'm sure you know that Ange used to host a breakfast show on a local radio station, and one of her favourite shows to listen to was my show, Sunday Music Live. a show all about live, local music. She listened for ages and loved the show. And the summer after Ange started, she was presenting a stage at a music concert in town and spotted little old me walking across the field with one of the other presenters. And he said, "Why is Ash with that nerd?"
Similar words.
Our first year was at Weston, our hometown college, and up at the picturesque West Cliff, which worked really well. Living so close together, it meant I could daily scrounge a lift. But years 2 and 3 were fast approaching, and a house we soon had to source. In the city of Bath, where Chris had his stag, seemed obvious. We'd live together, of course. But living in a house where decisions are ours, as students, we obviously rolled in the dosh. So we had to get a tumble dryer. Because Chris liked to have his towels soft.
Ange didn't know, but the show that she loved so much was actually presented by me, and she was fuming. And until, like all great love stories, we enjoyed a night on the cider and cleared the air, so it was all fine. And we quickly became the best of friends and had a brilliant few years, giggling, working and playing together. Music, 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 music.
At this point, I'd like to do a bit of a toast, if that's all right. Outside, there's a bit of a sign there, which I thought was lovely, and it says, in love and memory of those who are not here, who we know would be here if heaven wasn't so far away. So can we just have a toast to friends and family who aren't here today? So the friends and family.
Some reason Chris decided to deny that Ange was his belle. He also thinks his friends are blind, but we knew we saw perfectly well. So Chris, just for the record, and all those times you were asked before eventually coming out of the closet, we all knew something was growing between you and Ange, and we're pleased you eventually got it. That both families and friends are pleased you found love. Almost there, just 5 more minutes. As the two of you are perfect, you just needed a shove for happy ever after your lives to commit.
I would like to thank you all for being here and for joining us in our special day. So please drink lots, have lots of fun, get on the dance floor a little bit later, and just generally enjoy yourself.
I want to welcome everyone to this lovely day. It's a fantastic place, isn't it? And it's that nice. It is very tempted to steal stuff from various rooms. and
The fierce dinosaur was trapped inside his cage of ice. Although it was cold, he was happy in there. It was, after all, his home. Then along came the lovely other dinosaur. The lovely other dinosaur melted the dinosaur's cage with kind words and loving thoughts.
I like this dinosaur, thought the lovely other dinosaur. Although he is fierce, he is also tender and funny. He is also quite clever, though I will not tell him this for now.
I like this lovely other dinosaur, thought the dinosaur. She is beautiful and she is different and she smells so nice. She is also a free spirit, which is a quality I much admire in a dinosaur.
But he can be distant and so nerdy at times, thought the lovely other dinosaur. He is also overly fond of records. Are all dinosaurs so overly fond of records?
But her mind skips from here to there so quickly, thought the dinosaur. She is also strangely keen on the Kardashians. Are all lovely dinosaurs so strangely keen on reality TV?
I will forgive his nerdiness and the fact that he's always late, thought the lovely other dinosaur, for they are part of what makes him the most wonderful individual.
I forgive her skipping mind and fondness for rap music, thought the dinosaur, for she feels our life with beautiful thoughts and wonderful surprises. Besides, I'm not that unkeen on M&M either.
Now the dinosaur and the lovely other dinosaur are old. Look at them. Together they stand on the hill telling each other stories and feeling the warmth of the sun on their backs.
And that, my friends, is how it is with love. Let us all be dinosaurs and lovely other dinosaurs together, for the sun is warm
And the world is a beautiful place.
I call upon
I call upon
these persons here present
these persons here present
to witness
to witness
that I, Christopher James Wakeling,
that I, Christopher James Wakeling,
do take thee, Angela Marie Cassidy,
do take thee, Angela Marie Cassidy,
to be my lawful wedded wife.
to be my lawful wedded wife.
I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a symbol of my love
as a symbol of my love
and my commitment to you.
and my commitment to you.
Wear it with love
Wear it with love
and as a sign
and as a sign
of all we have promised
of all we have promised
and done this day.
and done this day.
Marriage is a promise which you have both taken and has been made in the hearts of two people who love one another. And it is my great privilege to declare you are husband and wife, and you may kiss your bride today.
My baby girl got married today to a bloke called Chris who I thought was gay. Oh, hang on, let's go. He proved me wrong, that clever disc jockey, because he had a baby that they called Dottie. Another princess with belly and grace, and now we're here in this fantastic place. And there's my ex-wife and wife, and they're quite matey, which worries me sick because they both bloody hate me. There's Chris's dad who's got a plane, and the Sasha D was a bit of a pain. There's their classmates and scousers and southerns too, and we've all come together to celebrate with you. Two lovely people, a great father, a great mother. A love so strong that it's like no other. Everyone knows that you're true soulmates. Your commitment to other, it's not up for debate.
For the past 10 years, we have been virtually inseparable. We spend most of our daily lives together, working, relaxing, and I feel lost when you're not around. Some would think that's crazy, but to us it seems the most natural thing in the world. From the times when we would share music together, go out and watch our favourite bands together, or staying in on a winter's night listening to records, I knew that you were the one for me.
But Chris does have good points, and we can all see for Dottie the love in his heart. Their wonderful daughter, his joy as her father. From both his girls, he can't bear to be apart.
From that first night 18 years ago, when you stayed sober at Joe Montana's to drive me home in your little white Fiesta, I knew you were the man for me. My closest friend for years, the man I so wanted to share my life with, and here we are. My soulmate. The one, the best father I could ever wish for our Dottie to have. As we stand here together, I still pinch myself that our life is real.
I promise to support you and our beautiful daughter, Dottie, and continue to create a loving family life together. I promise to love you in the good times and the bad, the happy times and the sad.
I promise to love and care for you until we're that old couple sharing fish and chips on the pier. I vow to always tell you how much you mean to me, even when you insist on wearing short socks and sandals in winter.
I promise never to walk past the things that you've left for me to pick up at the bottom of the stairs. Thank you for making me the happiest man I ever thought I could be, and I promise to spend the rest of my life trying to make you feel the same way.
Lessons I've learned, and there has been a few, that I was the first man to ever love you. So today's the day I gave you away, but in my heart you will always stay. You're a very special couple, no trouble, no strife, so can we all raise our glasses to Chris and his wife.
So to reiterate today, two families have joined, where Chris and Angela are the hinge. And as is fitting, we raise a toast to the new Mr. and Mrs. Wakeling, to Chringe.
Today, I give you my whole heart and my unconditional love for now, forever, and always.
You are the rock to my roll, the rhythm to my blues, and the love of my life.